Hey everyone, it's Ollie Z, and today I am doing a costume makeup. It's been a really long time since I've done any kind of makeup tutorial here on this channel, on any channel. I only have two. But it's been a long time since I filmed anything. I asked a few of my friends my teeth are disgusting, what I should film, and two of them said zombie. So I gave it a shot. I focused more on my face for the zombie instead of like the rest of my body, because this is like strictly for YouTube. I won't be going out anywhere looking like this, so yeah. I'll come in a little closer. So if you want to see how I created this look, then keep watching. So I started this off using Urban Decay's 24/7 liner and faint, which I don't think they have on their website named like that. I have no idea what their new name for it is. It's just like a brown eyeliner, and I'm marking out where I want like scars to go and then filling those in with red. And I originally wanted that one by my mouth to have teeth, but then I later decided that I didn't want the teeth there. But I'm just filling those in with red, and I'm just using a red lip liner to fill in those scars. If you have an eyeliner, that would work too, or a face paint, whatever you feel like. And then I'm using Ben Nye's Bruise Wheel, and I'm using the green shade, and I'm putting that all around those wounds that I just drew on my face. And I'm using a sponge that I tore up. And then I'm going in with my liquid latex, and I'm using Mayron's liquid latex, and I'm putting that around those scars. And on my one on the mouth, I wanted it to be thickest right by the cut, the wound, and then thin it out towards my jaw. And then I repeated that process with the other ones, keeping it pretty thick by the wound because I wanted it to like fold up a little bit. And with that one on my cheek, I put a little bit of the liquid latex inside the wound so that I could add more texture to it. And then I went back over a few times to layer it up. Then I went back in with that bruise wheel and that green shade, and I applied that on top of the liquid latex once it was dry. And I also took it down my neck, and I tried to cover like most of my face with the green. I left some parts open though. And then using a red liner, I'm using a lip liner, which is not, you shouldn't do that, but it's never irritated my eyes before. You should use a red eyeliner that's meant for your eyes. And I smudged it out. I also added some red to the tops of my lids to kind of make them look a little more sunken in. And then I used the purple from that bruise wheel and did the same thing and went around my eye, underneath it, and smudged it out using my fingers. Then I went back in with some liquid latex, and I did this like all over my face and just random patches. I wasn't being like careful or precise about this. I wanted it to be messy, so I just kind of put it like everywhere in random lines and layered it. And then went back over around my little wound by my mouth to make it a little bit thicker, kept layering it. I really wanted to focus on one side of my face with this texture, and then I went in with that sponge that I've ripped up and just kind of tore at my liquid latex. It was still pretty wet, so when it got stuck together, it was like hard to get it off. And then I covered all that liquid latex with the green, and then went in where there was holes with the dark red shade from that palette, from that bruise wheel, and filled them in. And then using the blue and purple from the bruise wheel, I just kind of put them together on that sponge that has rips in it. And then dab that all over and just like random areas, especially around the wounds, to kind of give it a little bit of like a darker look, like it was kind of infected or something. I also put the blue and the purple around my eyes to kind of darken it up a little more because it wasn't quite dark enough for me. Purple and the blue mixed together, and I dabbed that around my mouth to kind of darken that up a little bit. And then I went back around wounds and made a little bit more like bruised areas, I guess, especially around the wounds. I wanted the wounds to be pretty dark, like right around the edges of them. And I really wanted my eyes to be pretty dark too. And then I took the clotted blood. I forget the name of it, but I'll have it linked down below. It's by Mayron and it's the darker one. And I put that in all of the wounds to kind of make it like a dark blood, like a normal wound would look like. I also took that a little bit onto the latex around the wounds to kind of make it look like it got smudged. And with that one on my cheek, I put it on top of the liquid latex so that it would add texture to the blood. I also took the blood onto a ripped up sponge and started like patting it onto my face. And then I went back in with the blood again, and this is the same like dark, thicker blood. And I went back to that wound by my mouth and let it drip down. And I found that you have to put quite a bit for it to actually like start to drip, at least in that area of my face. And then I went in with the lighter blood from Mayron and put it all over my lips, and then used my fingers to smudge it all over, like down my face, like I'd eaten something. Tastes really good. And then I took a dark purple eyeshadow and put that all around my eyes, just using a like fluffy brush. And I wasn't careful or anything. It's supposed to be messy, so I didn't care what it would end up looking like. That completes this entire look. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I will try my best to put out more videos. I am like kind of getting myself back into doing makeup. I for like the longest time it didn't feel like it. I like lost my muse. Makeup wasn't my thing for a little while. But I am trying to get myself back into it, so if you have any suggestions or ideas for any kind of tutorials, whether it's like scary or like a beauty tutorial, leave a comment down below with what you would like to see, and I will try my best to do that. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!